Hello children and welcome to our special English hour. I hope you all are doing fine. Today we will do a lot of fun activities and also learn something new. Are you all ready? Let's get started. What do you think courage is? Courage is trying something even when we are scared to do. And when we do that, we overcome our fear. For example, I was scared of heights. I used to not even look down from my terrace. But to overcome this fear, I started trekking. I started going to places which are at height. And after a while, I overcame my fear. So just like that, if we are scared of something, we need to show courage, because only when we show courage, we will be able to overcome our fears. Now, let's learn some new words. You will see these words in the story when we read it. So I request you to please make a note of these words in your notebooks. अब हम कुछ नए शब्द सीखेंगे. मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप इन शब्दों को अपने नोटबुक में लिखें. Fierce, fierce, fierce. Tiger is a very fierce animal. Shipwreck, shipwreck, shipwreck. Only a few sailors survived the shipwreck. Oars, oars, oars. There were 2 oars on the boat. Determined, determined, determined. He was determined to win the race. Unfortunate, unfortunate, unfortunate. It was unfortunate that you could not attend the party. Now, let's read a story from our textbook. The name of the story is A Heroine of the Sea. I will be reading this story. So, for that, please open page number 46 of your textbook. I will be reading the story and I want you to point at the words as I read them. And if you don't have a textbook, listen to me carefully. मैं आपको एक कहानी सुनाऊंगी. मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप भी अपने बुक में इस कहानी के शब्दों पे पॉइंट करें. और अगर आपके पास टेक्स्ट बुक ना हो तो आप मुझे ध्यान से सुनिए. Around the rocky coast of England stand many lonely lighthouses, their lights shining across the sea, warn sailors at night of dangerous rocks. When they see the lights, sailors take their ships far out to sea. But sometimes fierce storms drive ships onto the rocks. This is the story of a brave girl and of a shipwreck on the rocks one night in 1838. This story is based in the rocky coast of England. It is from the year 1838. On this coast, there are many lighthouses. Have you ever seen a lighthouse? A lighthouse is a structure where light spreads across the sea, and this warns the sailor who are sailing in the night. So in 1838, on one such stormy night, a few sailors were a part of shipwreck. And this story is about a young girl who does something very brave. So children, when I read this paragraph, do you remember two new words that we learned? Yes, the first word that came up was fierce. Do you know what fierce is? Fierce means strong and mighty. There was another word that we came across. The word was shipwreck. Shipwreck means destruction of a ship. Grace Darling was the daughter of a lighthouse keeper. She had lived all her life in lonely lighthouses, far away from towns and cities. There was not even a village near their home. Their nearest neighbors were many miles away. But Grace's father was a wise and educated man who brought up his children very carefully. Grace and her brothers and sisters were all taught to read and write. Their father also taught them to be honest and brave and unselfish. This story is about Grace Darling. Grace Darling was the daughter of a lighthouse keeper. She had stayed in a lighthouse for many years, so she was used to exclusion. She had always lived away from cities and towns. But Grace Darling's father was a very nice man. In spite of them living so away from the society, he made sure that all his children had proper education. When Grace was 10 years old, the family went to live in the Longstone Lighthouse. Their new home was on some wild islands near the east coast of England. The Darling children grew up there. When they were older, they left their lonely home one by one and found work in the cities. At last, all of them had left the lighthouse, except Grace, who stayed at home to help her mother and father. She had not grown very tall. She was only a little woman, not at all like her father, who was more than 6 feet tall. When Grace was just 10 years old, her family moved to Longstone Lighthouse. She and her siblings grew up on this lighthouse. This lighthouse was located on an island, so you can imagine that there were not many people around them. One by one, her siblings started leaving the lighthouse to build a life for themselves in the city. But Grace did not leave. She wanted to help her parents. On the night of September 6, 1838, a terrible storm was blowing. Grace was used to storms. She herself was warm and safe in the big lighthouse. But she was always unhappy about the poor sailors who were at sea in the storm. She did not know that a terrible thing was happening that night. That night, a ship was wrecked upon the rocks. Grace and her parents did not hear the sound of the crash. The noise of the wind and the waves was too loud. They could not hear anything else. But a ship called the Forfisher had hit the rocks a mile away from the lighthouse. Most of the passengers were drowned, but 9 men and women were able to climb on to a rock. The wind nearly blew them into the sea as they clung to the bare rock. In the distance, they saw the warm light of the lighthouse. But of course, their shouts and screams were not heard. All night they clung there in the storm. This story happened on a stormy night of 6th September 1838. There was a terrible shipwreck far away from the lighthouse, but it was so windy that neither Grace and nor her parents could hear. There were many passengers on this ship, but only 9 had survived. Now, Grace and her family were not aware as to what was happening. These passengers saw that far away in the distance there was a lighthouse. They were shouting and screaming for help, but because of the weather conditions and since there was so much wind blowing, their voices were unheard, and somehow they managed to cling on a rock, and they were clinging to this rock the entire night. Next morning at 6 o'clock, Grace was dressing. She looked out of her window and saw the storm was still blowing. Suddenly, she stopped. Wasn't there something on the distant rocks? Calling her father, she looked again. Yes, there were certainly people clinging onto the rocks, but they were half under the sea. We must rescue them before they are drowned, cried Grace. We must do something. Will you ever sleep again, father, if they die? William Darling was a brave old man, but he shook his head. It is hopeless, he said. We can do nothing. How can I row a boat by myself through these waves? If only I had another man here to help me. I can help you, father, cried Grace. I can row a boat as well as any man, can't I? I am small, but I am strong. You and I have often rowed together. We can reach those unfortunate people. Next day in the morning, when Grace woke up, she looked at the sea, and what she saw shocked her. She saw that there were a few people who were clinging onto a rock. The moment she saw this, she called her father and she suggested that he should help them. Her father was a very brave man, but it was such a tremendous storm that he thought it would be unwise if he went out. Also, he did not have any other man to help him. On hearing this, Grace Darling said that she can also row a boat and she has done that before. She said that she is small but she is strong, which is why she convinced her father to take her along with him so that they can save these people. Mrs. Darling was with her husband and daughter at the window. "No, no," she exclaimed. "How will it help those poor people if you are drowned? You cannot row in the storm. Do not try. A girl like you, Grace, cannot do a man's job. Let us pray for them, husband. God will help them." "Perhaps, but we cannot." Grace was determined, however. She argued until at last her father agreed. Poor Mrs. Darling, with a heavy heart, helped them to get the boat out. She watched and prayed as they set off. When Grace Darling's mother heard what her daughter and her husband was planning to do, she was completely against it. She knew that this could put their lives also in danger, which is why she did not want them to go out. But Grace Darling was very firm on her decision, which is why she and her father decided to go and save these people. Grace Darling's mother helped her father and her daughter to bring the boat down. Anyone who has seen a storm at sea can imagine that journey. The boat went up and down over waves as high as hills. Sometimes it stood on one end, sometimes on the other end. It went up to the top of a wave and then down into a great valley between the waves. Every time they went down, the boat nearly went under the water. But little by little, pulling with all their strength on the oars, they came nearer the rocks. The wind and the rain were so strong that Grace could not see the men and women clinging to the rocks. She only heard their cries for help. She needed all her strength to hold on to the oar, which was bigger than herself. The boat of Grace Darling and her father was going up and down. The storm was so fierce that their boat could not be stable. There were times when the waves went down, their boat almost drowned, and sometimes the waves would take the boat so high that they felt like they were on a hill. This was a very tough situation, and they were trying to reach the rocks as soon as possible. Finally, when they reached the rocks, the storm was so fierce that Grace Darling could not see anything. She could only hear the cries of help of the people. At last, they came close to the rocks. William Darling was able to jump onto the rocks, while Grace, all alone, held the two men into the boat. The two sailors from the wrecked ship were able to row. They helped the Darlings during the long journey back to the lighthouse. Then Grace and the three women got out. Old William Darling and the two sailors rowed back across the dangerous sea to rescue the four men still on the rock. Grace's father, William Darling, was able to jump on the rocks. Once he jumped on the rocks, he saved the three women. While he was saving the women, Grace was alone in the boat and she helped to save two sailors. Now, Grace, her father, the three women and the two sailors went to lighthouse. Grace and the three women got off the boat and went back to the lighthouse, while her father and the two sailors went back to the rock to save the remaining four men. Grace did not have any time to rest now. All that day, she was busy helping her mother to warm and feed the rescued passengers. After several days, these passengers were able to return to their homes in England. They told the story of the brave girl and her father to their families and friends. Suddenly, Grace Darling and her father were famous. The story of their heroism was told in the newspapers. Money was raised to help all the lighthouse keepers in their dangerous, lonely lives. Grace and her father were given a special reward for their heroism. Poor Grace did not live long after the rescue. She died at the age of 27, but she is still remembered for her unselfish courage. She risked her own life for others. After saving all the passengers, Grace helped her mother with the passengers who were living with them. Her father and Grace became very famous. After a few weeks, when these passengers went to their homes, they told all about Grace and her father. Grace and her father also got special reward. They also got an article written about them in the newspaper. But Grace did not live long enough to see what the future was like. But she is still remembered as an unselfish and a brave girl. Wasn't it a very courageous story? I hope you got motivated and inspired from this story. Now, let's do an activity. This activity is about question tags. Do you know what question tags are? Question tags is a way where you can turn a sentence into a question. For example, if the statement says, she likes mangoes. Now, this statement states that she likes mangoes. But if I have to change this in a question tag, it will be written as she likes mango, comma, doesn't she? So here I am making a statement and also adding a question. Now for the activity, you will see a few statements on your screens. Along with the statements, you will see a few options below each statement. You have to select the correct option to create a question out of it. Children, were you able to form questions? Let's have a look. The first statement was, she was only a little woman. Now, the correct option here is, wasn't she? So, my sentence will read as, she was only a little woman, wasn't she? Now, let's move to the second statement. Grace did not have any time to rest. Now, the correct option here is, did she? Which is option number A. Now, let's move to the last statement. It says she risked her own life. And the correct answer to this is option number B, didn't she? Children, I hope you enjoyed today's story. Now it's time to stop here. I will see you in our next session. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye.